Okay. Hello, my name is Corey Miller. I'm going to be talking about banning pit bulls today and how I don't think it is right. So for a quote that I chose to start off my speech was from Sarah K. Enos in the Time.com article, which stated that getting a dog is not like purchasing a piece of furniture that you will show off to friends at dinner parties. It is bringing a new member into your family and requires daily commitment for a successful relationship. The reasons why I chose the topic were because I've had a bunch of friends that have owned pit bulls that had to get rid of them because of the ban, which I didn't think was right at all. So today what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to give you guys some facts about pit bulls. I'm going to explain why irresponsible owners could be a big problem and how pit bulls can be all around good dogs. So some facts about the pit bulls are pit bulls do not have lockjaw. An Opposing Views article stated that pit bulls do not have locking jaws. The jaws of pit bulls have absolutely no unique locking mechanism and function entirely the same as every other dog breed. There was a study that included a pit bull, a Rottweiler, and a German Shepherd, and it turned out that the pit bull had the weakest jaw. The average domestic dog has a jaw that can force 320 psi of pressure. In the same study, the pit bull maxed out at only 235 psi, according to an Opposing Views article. And then also, pit bulls are not the most dangerous dogs. It wasn't the first dog to be considered a menace to society. In the late 1800s, bloodhounds were the most vicious as they would capture slaves that have escaped. The majority of dog attacks reported in northeastern newspapers from 1864 to 1899 were bloodhounds, according to Cleary's colleague Karen DeLeese. German Shepherds showed a rise in attacks after World War II because it was a breed association with Nazis, in an article called The Softer Side of Pit Bulls. And then also media can be a big problem to people's opinions. So news reports by dogbites.org, a dog bite victims organization, which found that pits were responsible for 52 of the 88 US deaths from dog attacks from 2006 to 2008, which was also from the Softer Side of Pit Bulls. In a 2012 American Veterinary Medical Association paper, it was said that pit bulls have never been identified as disproportionately dangerous. So I gave you some facts about the pit bulls. Now let's talk about some irresponsible owners. Owners can train their dogs to fight. Any dog, it doesn't matter. A big reason why people own pit bulls is because they are very, very tough looking dogs. So they buy them and train them to fight. The quality is not inherent, so just because they are trained to fight does not mean they are fighters. Opposing Views stated that pit bulls can easily be trained to be loving and compassionate as well. Sarah K. Enos stated that even breeders who selected dogs for fighting would not tolerate dogs that showed any sign of aggression. They had to be able to pull their dog out of a fight without even getting bitten, and to trust the dog with the family at the end of the day. And according to dogsbite.org, many other dog breeds have been purchased and trained to fight, including Rottweilers, wolf hybrids, and other breeds from South American countries. Another problem could be that owners shelter their dogs too much. There are few predators that will create a dog problem, says Jane Hoffman, president of the Mayor's Alliance for New York City's Animals, a coalition of animal rescue groups and shelters. If the dogs are kept in a yard and isolated from any other type of dog or human, they could get uncomfortable and snap. This applies to any other type of dog, not just pit bulls. So we talked about how irresponsible owners can be a problem. Now we're going to talk about how they can be all around good dogs. So pit bulls are working dogs. Way before people bred pit bulls to be fighters, pit bulls were bred to be workers and loving family companions. They need to be treated with compassion, says Sarah K. Enos. They are excellent athletes and are capable of doing many jobs, one of them being search and rescue and help find missing children. Paul Tullis stated that the dogs served in the military accompanied the 11th Infantry of Pennsylvania at the Battle of Gettysburg, and the first U.S. Army dog promoted to sergeant was a pit and had flashes of stardom. They can also help people in need. They help kids become stronger readers because many kids with reading disabilities won't read to an adult, but they will read to a dog. Is what Sarah Kaino said. They are also seizure watchdogs, diabetic alert dogs, comfort nursing home residents, and offer large amounts of services to human counterparts. So I gave you some information on how they can be all-around good dogs, and this is going to conclude my speech. So in conclusion, pit bulls should not be banned, and instead people should be able to own them freely. We have discussed facts about pit bulls, how irresponsible owners could be the problem, and how pit bulls can be all-around good dogs. I hope now that people can realize why it is so important that we do not ban pit bulls. Pit bulls can be loving and caring family companions, and we should not take that away from anybody.